Welcome to the Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. We are halfway through day one of the Central Regional in Whitestown, Indiana, and Game 3 brings us the Kentucky representative from just about 3 hours away in Lebanon, Kentucky, and the Illinois representative from Clarendon Hills just outside of Chicago. Smile right, the lefty batter stepped into the leadoff spot at the beginning of the season, and she rips one right up the middle for a base hit, and a great way to start the day for Kentucky. She's into the day, and Kentucky gets the start they want from right back over the middle, a leadoff single, and with nobody out, Kentucky's in business. That gets past the catcher, Contreras, allows Wright to advance 60 feet, and she's in the scoring position. Distant contact hitters they've had all season long. If she can get one into the outfield, good chance it scores a run. That's a slow roller to third. Sunderson on to first. It does advance the runner, but Illinois gets its first out of this top of the first inning. Check swing, roller to first, picked up. They get the out at first. The throw home is in time for a double play. Wow! Kerry Gorley, the Kentucky head coach, told us not a lot of speed, but great movement from Stewart in the circle, and she can also field her position. He's ahead 3-0. Inside, that's a 4-pitch walk. That Breton has. Maybe not the worst case scenario to give up a base. Slow floater into right center field, and it drops down for a base hit for Brzezicki. There's runners on first and second now for Illinois. Base hit. Sawyer Hilding lifted into right field. That falls down for a base hit. A late hold of Breton as she retreats back to third. Back-to-back base hits for Illinois, and they've got the bases loaded with just one. Now Illinois got a chance of its own. And on the 1-2, that's lasered into center field, and it drops down in front of Gorley. Illinois scores a couple right away in the first, and they take a 2-0 lead on a bases-loaded single from Emmy Havens. One-two pitch down the heart of the plate, and the hardest hit ball we've seen of this first inning from Havens to score a couple runs. With Despina Paytos at the dish. Rolls it to second base. Her only play is over to first, and that scores another run. Illinois has jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Stewart trying to slam the door here to get out of this 3-run inning. That hops in the dirt, gets past the catcher Edelin, and another run scores for Illinois as Emmy Havens comes in to make it 4-0. Hops in, ball 4. So Geckel, who fell behind quickly, 0-2. Buckled the seatbelt. They did not want any damage to happen. Rolled to second base. Fielded by Colopy, and she flips it over to McCauley for the third and final out. But a first inning that was all Illinois. 4 runs. A double play ball at home plate to end the inning, and then the offense came out swinging on their way to 4 runs. Hard chopper back to the pitcher. Geckel on to first, 1 away. Tried to hold the swing, but couldn't on a pitch that was outside, and that's a strikeout. And then Indiana won a pitcher's duel 1-0. Laser over to short and grabbed on the run by Campos to end the inning. Charlotte Geckel has faced the minimum. Megan Wiersbicki, the first batter of the inning, with a bunt down the... Contreras pops it up right back to the pitcher, and Stewart, after giving up 4 runs in the first inning, has Chopped over towards third, backhanded by Wright, fires to first, and it's not in time. It's an infield single for Olivia McEwen, but that's a great play at third by Wright to keep that ball in front of her and not allow that. Popped up, just over the head of the second baseman, Colopy. McEwen gets the wave home, she slides in, it's 5-0, and now they got Sigorski caught in a rundown, but she gets back down in front of the tag to be safe at first. Illinois able to tack on another on a ball that lifts just above the head of Colopy at second. After a 4-run first, they've got one more here in the fifth. 13, everybody can do damage, and no more evidence than you need than watching the 11 and 12 hitters get singles. That's off the glove of Stewart. There's no play. Runners are safe on the corners. Base hits to keep it alive and flip it to Kate Sunderson at the top. Fly ball center field and a leaping grab for Gorley. That limits the damage in the second to just one run. Swings right through, that's a strikeout. Number 2 on the day for Charlotte Geckel. Gracie Gorley. Cuts through it, back-to-back strikeouts to start the third for Geckel. Here comes the full count pitch, and it comes inside and plunks Cole. So first base runner that Geckel has allowed since the first batter of the game. When 1-2, swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning, 4 on the day so far for Charlotte Geckel, who's through 3 of them came around to score. Skies it into center field. Gorley camps out underneath it, and she's got plenty of time for out number 1. On the 2-2 pitch. Zicki laced into center field. Once again, that's Gorley. 2 down. Away from her first 3-up, 3-down inning of the day in the circle. Popped up to the first baseman. That's hauled in by Gordon. 1-2-3 goes Illinois in the third. We are halfway through it. Coach Gorley called her the most infectious personality we have on this team. Tiny but fearless. And she takes strike 3 on the outside corner. Chopped right back to Geckel. 2 away. Two and 2 now the count. Grabbed on a jump by Campos at short, who just completed her first 3-up, 3-down inning back in the third after giving up 5 runs combined in the first 2 innings. Havens pops it up, stays on the infield, and that's McCauley, the shortstop, with the grab. 1 down. Bases, can go first to third, can create havoc on the base paths as she chops one back to the pitcher. Stewart has time to throw to first and get the out. Side. Slow roller to first base. That's grabbed by Gordon. She takes it to the bag herself. And a second consecutive 3-up, 3-down inning for the Kentucky defense. Games, which is exactly what they have done today. 4 first-inning runs, 1 more in the second. And that's a great at-bat by Colopy to work the walk. Gather any sort of rally they can right now. Down to their final 6 outs of the game. Colopy's into second. Runner in scoring position for Kentucky. One and 2, ground ball to second. Where's Bickey on to first? They get the out. The runner, Colopy, advances to third. Called strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes from Geckel. That's now her 6th of the game. Gordon floats it up into right field. Plenty playable for Paytos, and that ends the inning. Kentucky threatened again, but no runs to show for it. Top of the sixth, and that would end the game. Hard hit, ground ball up the middle. Colopy, the second baseman, on to first and scooped out by Gordon. Great defensive play all over. Beat out a bunt attempt her first time up. Chops it over to third. It hits the bag and pops over the glove of right. A one-out base hit for Emmy Campos. A lot by believing in her and everything she does. Pops it up, shallow right field to second baseman Colopy on the run for out number 2. The bottom of his lineup, there is no drop off from the top. Slow roller to third under the glove of right. There's no play anywhere, and the bases are loaded. 16-year NHL veteran is Chris Kunitz. Kunitz pops it up to first, and that's Gordon with the grab to strand the bases loaded. Kentucky down to its final 3 outs. Game, a leadoff single by Reagan Wright. Since then, she's only allowed 2 base runners, a walk and a hit by pitch. That's right over her head, but the shortstop Campos fires to first to get Coraline Yates. Lifted in the air, shallow center field. Charging is Brzezicki for out number 2. Gracie Gorley at the plate. For the moment, the final hope for Kentucky to try to keep things going, but it's rolled over to first, and Hilding steps on first to end the game. What a dominant performance today for Illinois. It takes them less than 1 hour to win it. 5-0 to win over Kentucky, and that'll do it for Game 3. We're back with Game 4 at 7 o'clock tonight between Ohio and Wisconsin. We'll hope you'll join us then on